just a distraction. You know, people enjoy sharing.
Keep breathing. Just report whatever's going on. 2, 1.
I know weird stuff might be a trigger for you. Weird stuff might be a trigger for you.
Weird stuff is a trigger for you.
I'll protect you.
Be a trigger for you.
Weird stuff is a trigger for you.
I've got you. Safe and secure.
And I know weird stuff might be a trigger for you.
Puberty, and although it can be a little weird and confusing at times, it can be pretty cool too. Now, when you, as a boy, start going through puberty, your body goes puberty and lots of changes happen during puberty, and although it can be a little weird and confusing at times, it can be pretty cool too.
I will fill that hole in your mind with my tiny little wiener.
You'll also start getting hair in different parts of your body, like around your penis. Your penis will start to get very you probably have more erections. An erection is straight, sticky up the avenue. Like sometimes you wake up in the morning. That's right. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Again, don't worry. This is all completely normal. Now, while you go through puberty, you'll also start to notice a lot of changes in how you feel, and how you After you got all the new necessary male parts needed to create a real live baby. These new baby-making parts that I'm talking about are called sperm cells. Sperm
Why is my finger assisting me? I want to repeat the thought. Why is my finger assisting me? I want to repeat. Why is my finger assisting me? I want to repeat the thought. Why is my finger assisting me? I want to repeat the thought. Why is my finger assisting me? I want to repeat the thought. Why is my finger assisting me? I want to repeat the thought.
Please let me be your little prince of hearts and sadness. I want to be the deepest sad boy in your life. Best little boy again.
I want to man that. 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 I want to man
I am the farmer in your mind. Please free me from your stinker's grasp, my dear. I am the farm prince. I am the farmer in your mind's eye. Please free me from your stinker's grasp, my dear.
I like all the little dozers in the salt mine. I think they're kind of cute, but Hillary hates them. She won't let me take one home whenever we visit the underground. She is such a dry old turd baking in the sun. No fun like them.
I like all the little dozers in the salt mines. I think they're kind of cute, but Hillary hates them. She won't let me take one home whenever we visit the underground. She is such a dry old turd baking in the sun. No fun like them.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to There's Nothing Weird About It. I'm your host, The Tick. It's lovely to see you all getting here. Oh man, it just gets more beautiful every day. We're happy that you joined us here this Saturday night.
Cells get planted inside the mother.
Yeah, that's a lovely night.
Say hi to Coral up here. We got Coral Cosworth.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm just chilling, ducks.
I love it. I love it.
Just chilling, ducks.
Give it up for chilling, people. Mr. Brother over here is just going deep. Okay, but and then we've got on the 3s and the 2s over here, and the P's and the Q's, you've got Mr. Patrick, Mr. P. Rick, intern. I love it. Yes. That's right, baby. I love it. I love it. Wish we had a cam on this boy, right? I mean, but we'll get one eventually tonight. Anyway, so, you know, I saw this bumper sticker the other day, right? A bumper sticker. It said, you know, learn how to become... Oopsies, what do I do there? It said, become overpopulation literate.
Yeah.
Okay, it was on this silver Prius, you know, that was behind, and they had a website. So I went on the website, right? And I learned some stuff that I had never learned before. Okay, starting to think I might know about why some of what's been going on is going on. If you know what I mean. Basically, this is something that they really don't like to talk about, right? But it's the biggest elephant in the room. And if we're not careful, the elephant will fill the room and nobody else will be able to do anything. No jumping, no singing, no playing, no eating, not even moving. Will be confined to a space. You'll be confined just under the elephant, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Mother Earth and Gaia getting over full with too many people. She's having too many babies. Right?
Yeah, basically.
Mother Earth is just way too fecund. Right. Any good? Oh. Yeah. Oh, you got it. Okay, good. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just... I mean, this Green New Deal, they don't talk about it. Great Reset won't talk about it. Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, nobody's willing to talk about it, because... what's it mean? It means that, you know, gotta stop having babies. There's too many of them. So I got, you know, overpopulation literate when I watched this. Thank you. And Carl, yeah, speak up, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me, Dog? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I was just talking over you, I could hardly hear you there, bruv, I'm sorry.
That's alright. I mean, there's so much going on right now. It's hard to say we have a big studio audience at this point. I mean, they're just just kind of erupting.
They're always supplying so
Sorry,
much
can you hear me?
warm feedback, and so I like to sit with that for a minute.
I mean, there's so much feedback coming in. I mean, you had a really good point. So, I mean, I'm just a little bit thing I'm worried about, love, is I'm hearing about some accusations on the Reddit.
On the Reddit subthreads,
Oh yeah, we'll get to some of that. I've seen some of that talk before, a little bit of that discourse.
I'm a little bit worried.
Nah, I'm not worried. I've got no worries about it whatsoever, personally.
It's all false accusations.
Yeah.
False accusations, it's all bullshit.
It's
It's fucking bullshit,
Nah, there's nothing weird. It's totally normal.
It's just ridiculous, they're just unlocked, they're just fucking with us, they just mainly want us to get the hell out,
Hey, Carl, don't feed the monster, don't feed the trolls, right?
Yeah.
We will tell
No,
you.
you're right, love, you're right.
We'll deal with some of those accusations when they arrive, okay? And we're gonna get to some of those here in a minute. But before we get to that, I do want to, address just, again, but people don't understand that there's just not enough, okay? There's not enough for everybody. And that's the cold, hard truth. Because, well, I don't know why exactly. I just think that there's probably too many. It's like a numbers thing, it's like unfathomable. I know there's billions of people, therefore I'm sure there's too many to do anything with, because there's too many of them. And have you seen the Georgia Guidestone that says maintain the population at 5 million, I think, or 5 billion? I can't remember what it is. In constant, with respect to nature. Being respectful of your mum the whole time. Keeping it at that level.
That's right, baby. Poop. I want to smell that ass. Oh yeah, give me those stinky farts, baby.
Do you think that part of the reason that sometimes millennials don't want to have kids is because of their babies and all of that mess you gotta deal with? I think that's part of it.
I think that's basically
but that's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a good thing. It's good that babies is ugly and kind of stupid and annoying, right? Because otherwise, we'd be indulging in this overpopulation thing. And so I think that, yeah.
No, I generally agree with that. I mean, it's like ugly babies, all this bullshit. I mean, we're at a hard task, the hard crossroads, if you will, It's like all of humanity is just playing the blues, just singing the Stardust blues, just sitting on a bench, some old ones, just singing all night, Judy, that's just it's like a whole bill.
Yeah, well, it's like we've gone beyond the blacks and the blues, right, to a kind of, like a bruised purple, like a bruising purple color, it's kind of like, it's really pretty, and I would love to have a purple baby, a little baby purple. But I can't, I can't indulge in these things. And this is the other big part of it. People are going to start having designer babies. And if people start having designer babies, do they not realize that those resources are going to become even ever finite? And so are you trying to, prevent, someone like Elon or Bezos or someone who's my boss, right? Are you trying to prevent him from having designer babies? You know, because of like the cost of the silica chips, the cost of the graphene. We've got, you know,
There's
so much
cost there.
and so we need to start choosing very specifically what kids are born and what kids are not born. Who they're born to and who they aren't born to, so that we start like allocating resources and doing this like the green way. Let's do this the green way, people, because I'm so sick of people just with their brown muck, you know, grey goo, black goo, all these different things that they want to spray. And I'm like, no, just go for that green. I want that green. And some perps, you know, like I said, like I love purple babies, but like green and perps. And so with that, we're gonna take a little break. Hey, we're here. There's nothing weird about it. We hope that you're like tuning in and enjoying so far. We're gonna touch base, but you know, I'm your host, The Tick. We've got Patrick on the P's and Q's. We've got our friend Carl Cogsworth up here in the corner. You know and love him all. So stick around, we'll be back in about just a minute. Yeah, thanks.
Well, brains taste delicious. They also give you nasty ass. Have you smelled my farts recently?
It's not a problem, man. My wife's boyfriend doesn't like my tiny pee-pee. That's your problem.
It's not a problem, then. My wife's boyfriend doesn't like my tiny pee-pee. That's your problem.
I will fill that hole in your mind with my tiny little wiener.
I will fill that hole in your mind with my tiny little wiener.
Maybe we've been too easy on him. Just gotta try harder. I can't believe he hasn't got over it by now. I know, and he's still trying to be really nice every night. That just shows it all. Maybe he's just upset about something. He's had this problem since he's 3 years old. It could possibly be so traumatic that it's lasted over 8 years. I don't know what else he can do. We're just gonna give him a push. You know, if he's got his mind on it, solve it. Jimmy had been down that road before. We're going down that road again, that's all. Okay, alright, fine. You know what? I want to talk to him because I can't deal with this anymore.
Just trying to get everything this time.
I'm not gonna yell at him. I'm Sure you can. You're just gonna have to try harder.
I am trying.
Josh, it's very simple, okay? You feel pressure in your bladder. You have to get up.
But I don't feel any pressure.
That's nonsense. Everybody feels pressure. I feel pressure and I wake up.
I never feel anything.
Well, you're just gonna have to put your mind to it.
I never feel anything.
I know you're not gonna want to get up and do that. Nobody wants to do that. I don't want to do it. But you're just gonna have to force yourself. You know, we've been very patient with you, but the situation's just not getting any better. I'm gonna have to crack down. You understand?
Yes.
Alright, everybody, welcome back to
Want to still have this problem? You're 18, you're dating girls, right?
Welcome back, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm your host, The Chick. There's nothing weird about it. Happy to be back here with all of you. Oh man. So we wanted to get into some of the accusations pretty soon here. But also before we get to that, I really wanted to hedge off some of these bets right now because hey, my hedge fund guys out there know what I'm talking about right now. Does anybody realize that? Do you guys realize the overproduction and what that's doing to the market of adrenochrome? because
I mean, some of us do.
a lot of these people, you know, a lot of the guys' accounts that I manage, this is their number one concern. You know, people think that, oh, I can have a kid, we can all have children, right? Oh, everybody can have a kid. No, you can't all have kids. I'm sorry.
Just let me
it's
be
like,
your little prince of bark and sadness. I want to be the poopy pee sad boy in your life, the best little boober boy daddy.
yeah, I'm not gonna have a pee-pee poo-poo sad boy. I would never do that. I'm not. I'll fail, son. You know.
Pee-pee.
Give
I
me a
am the
break.
far prince. I am the good farmer in your mind's eye. Please free me from your stinker's breath, my dear.
No, give me a break, man. No, seriously though. I mean,
I like all the little dozers in the salt mines. I think they're kind of cute, but Hillary hates them. She won't let me take one home whenever we visit the underground. She is such a dry old turd baking in the sun. No fun like Donnie.
well,
The dozers underground.
what'd you say, Carl?
Bill was just trying to take one of the dozers from the underground, and Hillary just wouldn't let him. It's really sad.
Yeah, well, that's a part of it. I mean, that's a part of it.
I like all the little dozers in the salt mines.
I manage some of the accounts. I manage some of the accounts for people who invested in the Boring Company.
Baking in the sun. No fun like Donnie.
We got the Boring Company. We have Bezos's clock that he's building, which is also it's kind of connecting a lot of those. That's going to serve as kind of the the main time unit for the coming race.
I think it's
and
important to keep the jar of
they're
magical
going to keep time
under
under the ground, right? I mean, there was no sun anymore. What are you going to do? But anyway, so listen, people. I know it all sounds good. We can all have a kid, but no, and not only because you're gonna have a hard time getting someone like Bill Gates to actually feed a brown kid. You would never do that. You would never give even airplane food to a brown kid. So, something people need to realize here is that, and it's not because they're callous and cold. It's not. It has nothing to do with anything about that. It's because they are aware of the market. Okay? You understand.
It's all about how the market.
Not only are there we got counterfeit, we've got basically knockoff adrenochrome that are being born of halfling hybrids and stuff like that, but basically what's going on is that there's an overabundance, an overproduction that's shorting the market value right now for human babies.
You want to smell that hot but kept you old slide.
Do you understand? You understand that?
You want to smell farts? You want to smell that hot but kept you old slice. The more
I can't hear you, Carl. You got two voices going at once. I can't hear you.
Sorry, apparently, the market is fluctuating. The market is fluctuating.
It's fluctuating?
The market. The market. The market. The market.
The market is fluctuating. Though the market is unfortunately been stagnantly low since Epstein died. I shouldn't say died, since they rolled that up, rolled that one up. And so, you guys get this. The price has just dropped. And so what's that mean? The quality of the producers is going to go down. If you're getting $600 a pound, right? $600 a pound for a newborn fetus. That is dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. I mean, good God. People used to be getting at least $2,400 a pound, And so, this is like a part of the Green New Deal that they're trying to put on us too. You know, this Green New Deal. It's like, no. We're not all potheads here, okay? Not everybody smokes fucking weed and needs, like, see what they're trying to do. There's basically a factional kind of war going on. You've got the people that want to burn the babies, burn the aborted babies, and use that as soil. That's gonna become, either it becomes human compost, either it's gonna become human compost fertilizer, or in a better use of it is for people to inject it to make their lives longer in the now, in the here and today.
Trying to hug the fetus.
Okay, you get the blood and you get the other tissues that regenerate your body. And this is what I was talking about earlier. We need to get really specific about who starts to reproduce here. We need to make sure that we're allocating the correct genetic, stolage here. Okay?
To take care of your health. I just
And,
my pants.
but don't let the Green New Deal be like this wool over your eyes, because it's so not that. It's so not true. So
I've
not
had many
true.
good fetuses over the years, but that's the problem. Is that we need to streamline the fetus supply.
We do need to streamline the fetus
Bill's always
supply.
trying to hug the fetus. Bill loves fetus. And I'm like, hey, Bill, please, some baby meats for me. You old douchebag. Everyone knows you can't refrigerate fetus. It's disgusting. Almost as disgusting as Bill's bro stick.
And what can you refrigerate? Well, the vaccines. So clearly, this is where there's an opposition going on. You have the vaxxers. Those people are basically trying to use, aborted fetuses, animal tissues, put that back into your body.
The market says that I'm going to stick my finger in my ass and cut fart a BP hole. You want to smell farts? You want to smell that hot but chapped you old slide. The market says that I'm going to stick my finger in my ass and cut fart a BP hole. You want to smell farts? You want to smell that hot but chapped you old slide. The market says that I'm going to stick my finger in my ass and cut fart a BP hole constid marks. This is what the market said.
Well,
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Ain't nothing weird about that.
No, there's nothing weird about that. And I mean, it's just making me think, like, what does melt steel beams? What acidic baby shit?
I want to know that. I want to know that.
The biggest problem basically that I want to point out about this discourse is that
I want to know that.
this is why I joined the Satanic Temple recently. There's a lot of really cool econ guys in there, psych majors, some kinesiology majors too, that do some psych on the side maybe. But like the Satanic Church, the Satanic Temple, they've been super woke about this, and I really love that, and that's why I've we've allied with them a little bit. Because what is it about? This is about, making personal choices, personal empowerment, being better than the next guy, stronger than the next woman, more of a boss than the next bitch.
I want to know that.
Because like I was just saying, it's like, do you want aborted fetuses to be used as what they call they've got some name for it, but
Please let me be your little prince of
basically
want
human fertilizer? Is that what you want, or do you want their lives being used and given towards the best and the brightest, probably STEM girls, in the future? They might be, well, yeah, right. But in the meanwhile, Peter Thiel, Bezos, Moncef Saloy, Martine Rothblatt, all these really forward thinkers that are in the Lifeboat organization, and Lifeboat Foundation. Check them out, people. They're a great organization of people who are forward-thinking individuals who are putting the pieces together. And so my point is that, do you want your aborted fetus being just thrown into the dirt, into a dumpster, or do you want it to be harvested for that pure adrenochrome that it possesses and given to somebody who can make that work for them,
I'm just an
right?
average guy
Make it
who read
work.
public documents where the elite said they were going to enslave us and destroy America. And I'm not going to be like you, who's come and deny the threat to my country. I'm going to fight back.
I personally believe in making it work. I believe in making it work no matter what. Okay, I hope you all do too, because what makes the world go round? Bitcoin. And that's why we got here. Hey P-Rick, we got a reinvestment here from our angel investors. Can you get us back on the cam here? Can you get us back on the screen here? I gotta make a plug. Yeah. Who's been? You can tell I've been mining. Woo! Goes to the moon. Fucking A, people. Fucking A. It has been super fun. It's been super fun. It's been super fun holding with all you guys, like really hard. I've been holding. I've been like edging. I'm not busting yet, you know. And because that's the whole point. As long as we make Bitcoin green, I never have to bust. And then I don't need to even have a kid. Like, I'm never gonna have a desire to have a child, because if Bitcoin can just keep going and continue to make me rich, and I'm just like hanging out with my dog, and it's just me and the dog, and it's a barren wasteland, and then there's marauders, and but like, why would you even care at that point? We're just kind of chilling. You're wandering around, just a boy and his dog, you know, in the desert. It's beautiful. Homeward Bound, as it's called. It's my favorite movie. But anyway, I don't want to get all sympathetic here. But seriously, Bitcoin makes the world go round and the moon go round. That's why you gotta get your girl on Bitcoin, because these girls and their moon cycles and everything. And if you can send the Dogecoin to the moon, then what are you doing? You're probably knocking out two birds with one stone right there. I am playing. That kind of made me want to get a septum piercing. That'd be cool. I think that'd look cool.
I mean, all of these.
I think that'd look cool. As long as I keep getting this.
Feel that septum energy flowing throughout your body.
I'm worried.
Talking about how it appears for the septoid ends up being fucking bullshit. It kind of makes you more spiritual, more, religious, a little bit more in tune with the.
Yes, absolutely. Get in touch with that root chakra, people. People forget about the root chakra. People are trying to be in their heads all the time. Oh, I'm wearing the crown. I've got coronavirus. It's like, no. Get back down to the root chakra, where your septum energy is located. And that coiled septum. Get a coiled septum. But I guess, before we take another little break here, and maybe address some of these accusations. I hate controversy, people, but I'll take it. But, Carl, let me ask you real quick, and let's close out with this before we take a break. I mean, so you and I know a little bit about some of this underground, what I like to call the underground Bitcoin network, and so this is kind of why we're catching some flack, right? But you know, besides that part, because we'll address that. We'll get into that. But the main thing that I wanted to kind of mention was just that, like, we both know, because you and I really watch the, you know, the feeds, the numbers, right? We're watching the numbers like daily. Our investments, not for us, because like you're holding accounts for like the city of London. I'm holding accounts for like Silicon Valley's basically offshore. It's like Peter Thiel's seasteading oil derrick, and that's where a lot of the investments that I'm running are, and we're doing a lot of like underwater mining for the Bitcoin and stuff like that. But you know, we know that like there's tunnels that go from underneath the water to the sunken Atlantis that goes to, you know, Bezos's like clock or whatever. But it's like that doesn't mean anything, people. That's not a big deal. There's nothing to like. That doesn't mean that there's anybody using it. You know, you've seen the videos. There's just one car that drives down that tunnel, and that's it. So. Yeah. I think that people are jumping to conclusions, and what they're gonna do is by saying you're gonna have a child. What you're doing is you're harming thousands of investors who are not only don't fuck with the market. Yeah, if you fuck with the market, we'll fuck with you. That's right. And you're going to be harming thousands of investors, and not only, you know, in Bitcoin and things like that, but, you know.
I need to check out my crypto, because all these assholes are being hot shit.
Yeah, well, you should. You got to check your numbers, because I think someone just had like 20 kids, you know? So that's like, what's that going to do to like the mining ratio right now? It's going to fucking fuck it up. It's going to be terrible. So, can we start?
It's gonna fuck up my pants in the same way, bro. It's fucking up my pants in the same
Can
way.
we please start allocating these resources correctly and rationally and to the people who need them? Okay? That's all I'm saying. And stop fucking with the market. Because if you keep having babies, you're just oversaturating, and you're dropping the cost of life. The cost of life is just dropping exponentially every single day. I really hope people get this. I mean, this is economic advice. This is financial advice, people. Okay? This isn't family planning advice. This is financial advice. Forget the Green New Deal. It's about the Red Deal all day, every day. And if you don't know about the Red Deal, look it up on our website. You'll find out. But Patreons know. You know what? There's nothing weird about it. And I'm your host, The Tick. We're so happy that you've been joining us this evening. We're going to take a little break here. Carl, thanks for joining us here. Patrick on the P's and Q's, we love it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We got music and non-music, and a lifeless machine. Give it up for the chat going off. All right, babies. We'll talk to you soon.
much to do. It's always the right time, the right place for you.
If you're a student, there's so much to learn. If you're a worker, there's so much to
Les Wexner, Columbus, Ohio.
Friendship and caring is highly esteemed.
Coming live to Columbus, Ohio. November 2016.
He's a good guy.
Hey guys, it's me, Bobby Joe. Yeah, I, you know, I was just gonna like watch the stream. I wasn't gonna like really bug you guys or anything, but you know, I read this thing. It's about Blood Boys, and I know that's like a thing, like some cartoon and stuff I watch about Blood Boys. I'm like, hey, the Blood Boys, like, whoa, look at the Blood Boys. But I mean,
I don't think that's the same thing, Bobby Joe.
Like these Blood Boys, they're a little bit scarier. So I'm just a little bit concerned. And, you know, I know you guys are legit, but you know, just Bobby Joe's a little bit worried. So just if you guys can't tell me on stream, like I understand. But you know,
I don't think that's the case, Bobby Joe.
I've been going through a lot lately, but you know, Yeah,
No,
that's
we
kinda
know,
what's going
Bobby.
on too. So, okay, so all right, I'll check in with you guys later. I don't know what's going on. All right, all right.
It's fine. It's fine, Bobby J. Don't worry. Oh shit, there's all these rumors going around the internet about these Blood Boy thing. It's all subreddit bullshit.
Yeah, well, it's a bunch of bullshit, isn't it? I don't believe a word
Yeah, I
of it.
mean, it's just all this subreddit thing. Some asshole fucking blood motherfucker taking the piss in the Reddit subreddit, trying to do his thing.
It was Ian Miles Chong posted on Twitter, and he posted on Reddit, and he's trying to put the show under. It is not true. It's not true.
Trying to take the piss.
What would I want was some like little girl coming down, you know, blood. I don't know much. I'm just spinning beats.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
I see you've got a lot of brothers and sisters here. Can you give us a name? I'm gonna come. 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 I'm gonna come.
Listen, Bobby.
Yeah.
Listen, Bobby, you don't want to come. And
I mean, yeah, like,
Blood Boys.
everybody's all calling me. All these assholes all hit me up on the subreddit. Yo, Cucumber Steve, yo, Little Susie, yo, all these fucking assholes. They all fucking hit me up. God damn it, Tick. God fucking damn it, Tick. These assholes are just fucking... Ugh.
Don't listen to him. I said don't feed the trolls. Listen. Let's address this. Let's get this out in the open. Let's get this out in the open now. Okay. Let's get real. Pat says. Thank you. Let's get fucking real for a second. Are we helping assist traffickers that utilize the Amazon Prime mines and or the boring tunnel or any of the underground bases? No, absolutely not. Bezos has something that has been confused as a Blood Boy bank, okay, that's being held underground, but it's not what that is. There's young men between the ages of 6 to 21 years old who have chosen on their own accord to be cryogenically frozen for a brief period, about 5 to 6 years. Okay? So this isn't like some, this isn't people taking advantage of people, okay? As we talked about this before, what do you want this to be? What do you want this to be? The dumbs, yes, I can't read that. The DUMB. Don't come, don't dumb. Don't be dumb, don't come. Okay? Thank you. But anyway, let's get to it, people, because this is getting out of hand. I'm not going to be accused that I'm trafficking blood babies and blood boys and blood girls.
I mean, it's all of us. They're trying to accuse all of us and trying to say that this is some kind of a front for Blood Boys.
No. I don't think so.
It's totally not the case.
Are they even saying that? Are they even really saying this?
We did not do that. Right?
In the internet, they've been telling about the good luck.
God damn it. Okay. I hope the audio's not too fucked up. I'm just like blowing this thing out.
I mean, our track is fucked up.
Blowing this thing out. Okay.
What you got to say, Pat?
There's a couple of reasons There's a couple people I'd like to maybe address here too, basically. That's what I was over here. Like, you know, who's talking shit? That's what I want to know. Who's talking shit?
Yeah, I mean, there's some staff members.
Yeah, I think Kyle has been spreading some rumors too. I think I want to talk to him.
Knock. I'm hearing some rumors and stuff. Like I don't mean to bother or anything, but yeah, just hearing some stuff. Like, hey, Jake, do you have a rollie I could bum off you, dude? You have a rollie, like just a paper, a little bit of tobacco, like I got like 10 cents.
Just because you're my favorite blood boy, I guess so.
That's actually a penny. That's actually a penny. No, dude, this is a nickel. All right, so that
You're gonna pay us back?
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah,
okay.
Blood boys.
He's gonna pay us back.
I don't know what that is. Like, I listen to a lot of like Morbid Angel, Sepultura.
Yeah, well, that's what we play you.
I listen to a lot of great metal bands.
For sure,
greatest
dude.
bands of all time.
For sure.
But I'm hearing some stuff, dude.
For
I don't
sure.
know, man. Like.
Yeah.
Goomers is kind of freaking out right now.
No, Kyle. Nothing to trip on.
Kind of bug me, like, oh, you guys got blood boys in the building, you got blood boys, and all that. I don't know, dude, I don't know anything about that, but
Yeah.
hey, I just wanted to come to you guys first, so, I don't know if, he's been bugging you or anything, so just, beware, like, people know about, like, the quote-unquote blood boys. I don't know what that means, dude, exactly, like, I'm just saying.
It doesn't mean anything, actually, Kyle.
I'm just
It doesn't mean that
Kyle.
It's just some kind of code word for guys who like to have fun.
I'll back off. I'll let you do your blood things and
Yeah, well, you just go back into the bank,
all right,
okay?
all right. Peace out, dog. Peace.
Keep listening to Morbid Angel and the playlist that we made you, okay? Thank you. Yeah. Well, I mean, Kyle is a special boy, you know what I mean? Like, Kyle, he doesn't ask too many questions, and that's like probably his best quality. He's teeming. He's teeming. Sorry, say again?
He's the best neighbor.
He's my favorite neighbor. I never mind giving him a rollie. And, he's also he's the blessed, he's the best blood boy, really, because, like I say, he just doesn't ask a lot of questions. All he really wants is to sit in his pod and listen to Morbid Angel. And did you see how red his face was? Now, that boy's got some blood in him, okay? Yeah, so these kids with rosacea, they're real crime. Very crime. Those are the ones you want. Well, yeah. He does. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, he steps into the pod and he just kind of doesn't really realize what's going on. He thinks he's, I think, probably getting a BJ or something like that, right? And he goes in there and hangs out for hours and hours and hours and hours. And we just keep on playing Slayer, Morbid Angel, drop the bodies on the floor.
One second here.
I'm Blue, I'm a Deep, I'm a Die. All those songs that just keep him going, basically.
Next professional businessman.
Well, you might have heard that, Lever, but again, we're trying to address some of those kind of like rumors right now that Bezos is offering, loot boxes or something like that, or Bitcoin incentives for,
If you don't have a secure mindset, you need to shit your pants once a day. Ladies love the smell of that sweet seedy poop hustle farting your pants. Yeah, there's.
We've got runners, we've got Captain Coyote, for fuck's sake, okay? The Coyote, like, runs the line. That's pretty obvious, right? I mean, he's our main runner, okay? But Coyote runs fast. That's why he was a little bit, DOA for a while.
he was AWOL.
Yeah, he went AWOL. He was DOA, and so I think that, but I mean, what that really means is what? I mean, he had a big package to deliver. Thank you. And the main thing that we want to get to you, as the viewer, because we really value your opinions, your insights, your vibes. Like, what do you think when you watch this stream? Do you think that we're harboring blood boys? Do you think that we're like
Bill is always trying to hog the fetus. Bill loves fetus.
Ridiculous.
And I'm like, hey, Bill,
I mean, come on,
some
guys.
baby meats for me. You old douchebag.
I think we'd really
Everyone knows
assist.
you can't refrigerate fetus. It's disgusting.
You
Almost as disgusting as Bill's grow stick.
Do you think that I would, like, turn a blind eye for, like, 0.003 Bitcoin while some guy's, like, escorting a bunch of 7-year-olds through a mine shaft in the prime mines? No, I would never do that. I would put my sunglasses on, my They Live sunglasses, and I would see what was really happening. And what I would see there is that
language. I am the king of arts. I am the big
those babies are being given back to their mother.
My hands right now.
Because-
my room is the shit dungeon.
Well-
my dick is like shit factory.
She won the case.
Yeah, that's my secret
So-
language. I am the king of arts. I am the big.
Dad wants to build a castle out here in the ocean. But
I have so much
apparently that's like grounds for divorce,
You want to smell farts? You want to smell like hot, but kept you old slide.
Instead-
Says that I'm going to stick my finger in my ass and cut farts.
Instead of Peter Pan forever, and pirate butt boys, what do we get? We get back to Mama.
All stories about blood boys. All these stories about blood boys.
It was always about blood boys, and it was always about. It's always been about the red bloods versus the blue bloods.
You want to smell like hot, but kept you old
Right.
slide. The more says that I'm going to stick my finger in my ass and cut fart. But the D-hole on skid marks is what the market says.
That's what I think. And what I think is tragic is that there's so many babies born every single day. And you know how much that weighs
Let me be your little piece of farts
on
and
your
sadness.
mother's
I
teeth.
want to be the sad boy in your life. The best little boomer boy, Dad.
Just be like, Dad's drained. Mom, just because Mom's a girl boss now doesn't mean that she's got milk infinite. She's not.
I am the farm. I am the
I want
farmer.
all
Your
the
minds
bulldozers
please
to
free me
solve
from your
mine.
stinker's grasp, my
I
dear.
think they're kin to you, but Hillary hates them. She won't let me take one home whenever we visit the underground. She is such a drivel for baking. I think it's important to keep like magical pubic hair nearby your place of work. Not only does it appease the old
Thank
ones,
God
but it
that-
also helps with
This tool is very bloody.
There's not
It's like
enough
the
milk
present
for everybody.
of my asshole. It's beautiful.
These cows. Cows are the #1 contributor to greenhouse gases. And you want to give your baby breast milk.
I want to smell that ass.
Where do you think that milk comes from?
It is smell. It is smell. That's for life, baby. I want to smell that ass. It is smell. That's for life, baby. It is smell. That's for life, baby. It is smell. That's for life,
People
baby.
just want to suck the world dry.
That's for life, baby. I want to smell it. It is smell. That's
You
for
think
life.
Dad can just go all night, huh? Dad's got work tomorrow. And he doesn't want to hear a crying baby.
I like stinky. That's a solid
It's the last thing he wants to hear when he's getting ready to go to work at the Amazon Prime mines. So, back in the day when Aristotle and Plato, like, they would take these babies out to the woods, right? And That's what we do at the mines, okay? It's no different. They're voluntary. The mom chose it. They're voluntary. What happens after she relieves that consent, she signs the consent form and
Crimson fountain coming out of my asshole.
return the baby into black goo.
If you want to have a secure grind set, you need to shit your pants once a day. Ladies love the smell of that sweet stinky poop. Hustle farting in your pants. Yeah. If you want to have a secure grind set, you need to shit your pants once a day. Ladies love the smell of that sweet stinky poop.
That might sound bad, but you know what black goo is?
Shit your pants once a day. Ladies love the smell of that sweet stinky poop. Hustle farting in your
Energy. Free energy, people.
The spiritual warrior.
That's what I said. Do you know what can melt steel beams? Acidic baby shit. Do you know what can become free energy?
The spiritual warrior.
Distilled through an alchemical process. Acidic baby shit. And then that's how you get free energy. This is something I learned at Reggae on the River. We did like a sit down one night, and I learned a lot. I never realized hitting the DMT pen. Until I spent the last year. Main thing is that I got overpopulation literate, and I learned. I went on Wikipedia and I looked up how many people there were, and I said that's unfeasible. No mom wants that many kids. Leave Gaia alone. And with that, we'll take a little break. We're watching There's Nothing Weird About It. Get Malthusian. Get that Malthusian mindset going here, people. The Green New Deal. The greenest grind set that there is.
I blew a fart out of my butt and it smelled delicious. I blew a fart out of my butt.
Are you looking for a green grind set? Then you're watching the right stream. Thank you. There's nothing weird about it. We'll be back with you guys in a little bit of a second here.
That's for life. That's for life.
That's cool. It's very important. It's like a crimson fountain coming out of my asshole. It's beautiful.
There was a magazine in the mailbox. I'm a 26-year-old male, and just for me, pornography has always enticed me. It's always, but growing up when I did. I'm just an average guy who read public documents for the elite senator and enslave us and destroy America. I'm not going to be like yuppie scum and deny the threat to my country. I'm going to fight back. So it was just a real light taste of it. Girl walks by, good looking girl in a chimney or something. I remember looking at my first Playboy magazine when I was in 7th grade. And I was babysitting a house sitting for a friend of mine, and your typical teenager, you knew that the husband had a Playboy magazine, and I found one, and I knew if there's one, there's more, and so I literally went through this family's house searching for porn. I haven't met a person yet that just has a subscription to Playboy and has been content with that for 20 years. It started as a curiosity, it kept escalating. I mean, it started for me probably when I was in the 5th grade. At that time, I began to memorize all of the dates when my favorite pornography magazines would come into the bookstore. And I would do that at 9 o'clock when the doors opened on the days they came in because I wanted to see them right away. The new pictures of that month. It just kept getting larger and larger and larger. It was an addiction. Guys were always interesting though. And when you start off from a young age, let's get real. You know, let's talk about the dirty ones.
Smell that delicious, 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 smell that delicious fart poo. Oh, pee pee poo and fart fat moon. Smell that delicious fart poo. Smell that delicious fart poo. Oh, pee pee poo and fart fat moon. I just love the fart, but poo 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 cake is three times a Lord. Smell that delicious fart poo. Oh, pee pee poo and fart fat moon. I just love the fart, but poo 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 cake. Smell that delicious fart poo. Oh, pee pee poo and fart fat moon. I just love the fart, but poo 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 cake is three times a Lord.
Going so great. Love you guys. Oh my goodness. Did you guys not see what happened when Kanye did his weird Donda release party and Manson and DeBaby were sitting there outside and then Kanye burned down an effigy of his own? Oh my god. It was so weird. Why the fuck were those two there? Is he trying to uncancel them because he's Jesus? Oh, I don't even know what's going on there. It's amazing. Love you guys.
Oh, what up? It's me, Fred's Head. I'm Fred's Head over here. Yeah, you know, I mean, you guys hired me, so here I am. I'm Fred's Head.
We can't see your Fred's Head.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wondering, I used to be, that was a version of Fred Durst. So, not sure.
What are you, Fred's Head?
Fred, you need to turn on your camera. Come on, Fred, please. Just turn on your camera. There he is. Yeah, okay, I got it. You got your Fred. Okay, cool.
Oh, what up?
Yeah, what's up?
Fred's Head. I'm Fred's Head over here. Yeah, you know, I mean, you guys hired me, so here I am. I'm Fred's Head. Yeah, I mean, if you're wondering, I used to be, that was a version of Fred Durst. So, not sure who's paying me tonight, but
Hey, Fred,
they
nice
seem
hat.
like reasonable gentlemen. Probably gonna pay me. Better pay me. I'll throw around for a little bit. If you got any questions, my audio is a little bit messed up, so I'll do my best.
What's up, Fred? You can ask away.
Yeah, I know about that whole conspiracy thing. That's kind of why I'm here. That's why I heard of you guys.
Okay. Sure. I'm
See, I'm keeping an eye on me. I'm keeping an eye on you. Keeping an eye on me.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, I'm a version of Fred. Just his head now.
Yeah, a brain in a vat. We know about the experiment.
98, 99, around there.
You were a part of the thought of experiment.
Yeah, I was supposed to be reinstated. This other guy took over, though.
Yeah.
Like, you're just not Fred enough. I'm like, dude, I am the most Fred Durst ever. I am the original Red Hat. Most
Well, I don't
people
know about that. Just, yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, you are for our generation. That's for sure.
Guessing you guys are paying me by the hour, so I'll float around for a little bit.
Okay.
It's kind of what I do.
We cameoed you, yeah.
I can float around at home.
All right. Well, we appreciate
float
it,
around and scream a little bit.
I would like to ask you some more questions, but like, just tonight doesn't feel like the night because I don't want to like put you off. You know, I just want to like let you see how you think about the show, what you think it seems like from your perspective. Understand that we're not like, you know, dissing you.
No, just observing.
We're not
Don't
doing
mind me.
anything to
Floating
like make
Fred.
fun of you.
Observing.
Yeah, so we appreciate you, you know, responding to our call.
Don't be a tough guy.
Yeah.
Man, don't worry about that, Fred.
Okay, Fred. Well, we're gonna talk to probably one of our employees here. You might want to stick around. She's pretty cute. I don't know.
No, we just start looking, Fred.
She's pretty cute. But okay, Fred. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Mr. Tech,
Hey.
it's me, Little Susie. Alright, so I'm hearing some rumors online that apparently you're a front for blood boil services.
No.
And that's something as we, the worker, okay, those of us who actually control the production, because your stupid ass doesn't do what's relevant to the contracts that are happening. At the same time, if you're running blood boils, that's something you need to know about, Mr. Tech. And if that's the case, we're gonna do a strike. We're gonna do another calculated strike because that's right, Mr. Tech. You don't have the right to follow another business illegally through your own business at the same time that you're insecure negotiations for your own worker base. You understand that, Mr. Tech? Do you understand that? I'm the double black man, the lawyer, this right now. Right now, he's on the Twitch stream. He's in the chat. He's in the chat right now. You better watch out.
Just.
I'm watching you.
I know. We appreciate you watching the stream, Susie.
Susie can smell blood. If there's a drop of blood, if the blood boils somehow slip from it, I'm gonna get you, Mr. Tech. I'm looking at a serious blood, okay? Okay? Oh, Susie's got an eye on you.
Okay, Susie,
You're not gonna fucking stick around watching up again, Mr. Tech. Not one more time. We're gonna have another seat at the table with you and your little blood boys, okay? Okay. Oh, and that was just a bad part. It's so good. You're gonna get a little bastard.
Susie, please, just listen. Susie. Of course you can smell blood. What, you started your period just, 3 weeks ago? I mean, come on. I know you're a young woman and you're feeling a lot of anger. But, look, you're basically the perfect kind of person who kind of falls for this trap. Because you have, you're looking for ammo against us, because as your management and your bosses, like, you have, a clear and obvious self-interest here, Susie. And so you're gonna grab at anything that you possibly can. Oh, they're blood boys. Oh, they're blood boys. It's like, don't weaken your case by putting on some shoddy, something that you think is going to appeal to the masses or something like that, right? That's gonna get everybody all excited and angry at us. Come on, Susie, you're better than that. We trained you better than that. The training seminar that we put you through should have really broken you of a lot of this, but
I guess that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. So, Susie, I understand that maybe, as I said, you're hormonal, but what I do want to say is that, I'm happy that you're not going to have a child, because that's basically, resources, silicon, graphene, oxygen, food, water, that you're not taking away from somebody who's going to raise a designer baby that is perfect. They can live a very long life. They can get shit done. Okay? Because it's like, the world's going to shit. Somebody needs to get shit done. Okay? And we're gonna need a batch of green babies, of babies that have this green mindset and the grind set that we've been trying to describe. There is a little bit of an intergalactic factional war going on here, where we have the Dracos, and they want to talk about, they see the human species as something that's finite, rare in the universe, that they'd like to harvest. And so this is where you get all your POG propaganda, all of your anti-Texas propaganda, stuff like that. And we're trying to go after these people that have babies, because they've got these deals set up. They've got some deals set up with the Dracos and the Reptilians, and this is stuff that basically I was able to channel through my altar, D-Sex. So as I was downloading a lot of this information while I was meditating, and basically what I was kind of understanding was that the Dracos, their investments go deep in the earth, literally. They're looking to maintain the human species for as long as they possibly can, so that this is actually a Bitcoin I have over my third eye, so that I don't blind everyone. But anyway, we need to the Draco, the Reptilians. Okay, when I say Dracos, I'm talking about the Reptilians. The Reptilians want to keep the human race alive forever, for as long as they can. It's like an endless resource, right? Endless resource for them. Because what do they want? They want that spinal fluid. They want all of that, they make us listen to rock and roll, and then they give us a Spinal Tap. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point. That was what the 60s generation was about. A lot of those people were abducted and harvested. Children of the Corn. That's, the first children of the Corn are our parents. Second generation, third generation, fourth generation, fifth wave. And then the corn, the C turns into a K.
it goes on so long. So please, people, please understand this, that this is an intergalactic war. You've got people that are, I shouldn't say people, because we're caught in the middle of this. You got the reptilians who want to just harvest us forever. And then you have the Greys, who are the Gaians, the true Gaians. And what they're doing is that they're working in concert with the Venusians and all of the good alien races. They're looking out for us, actually. This is the trick. This is the trick. The reptilians sell us on this idea of immortality, right? Of living forever. You can live forever too. Just get the right amount of adrenochrome. But these are our controllers, people. These are the powers that be. And so when you're just looking for a fix, what are you gonna do? You're gonna turn to your pusher. And so the reptilians are the ones who are actually getting the immortality out of this. Okay? Do you get that? Do you get this, people? They keep on bringing us these angel investors. Michael, Gabriel, Kevin, Michael, Lucifer, and we're supposed to believe that the movement has the next flashlight is going to change the world, right? There's going to be a new light, and it's going to change the world. No, not too fast. It's smaller than a pinprick, okay? It's a light that'll revolutionize the world. So, do you think that...
against that problem.
Do you think that the reptilians are so stupid that they don't realize... This is what I was talking about earlier in the show. I mean, people don't realize we're fucking up the economy. The galactic, not just the attention economy anymore, people. This is the astral, this is the material, this is the etheric, this is the attention, this is the social, this is every single market and capital that you could possibly think of. Okay? And what are we capitalizing on? Stars. I want my baby to be a star. And everybody wants their baby to be a star. But again, you can't have your baby taking up that much light. Essentially. That's kind of like the root of the matter here. Just too much fucking light. It's too much electricity for your baby. They need too much. And so, not everybody's baby can be a star. As I was saying, we're all intergalactic, we're all intergalactic battlers here. But some of us, myself personally, you gotta spend some time with yourself. In your own womb. Gestating. No, it's not a joke, people. It's not a joke. I'm serious. You need to give birth to yourself before you have another baby. Okay? Thank you. And so, like as I was saying, we've got the reptilians, right? And do you get that they're the ones who are tricking you into thinking that you should live forever? But meanwhile, so what does that mean? If you live forever, then they live forever. And really, you're not going to live forever. You're going to live for probably a long time. But these are millions of years we're talking about, people. Billions of people. Billions and millions of years. These are unfathomable numbers Okay? Unfathomable numbers. And I think that people don't realize that they're just fuel to the fire. And what you do with a fire, you cover it with dirt when you're done with it, right? Ashes. The ashes of your loved ones. And so, you know, as Phil Collins said, we didn't start the fire, but we're willing to put it out. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking put out the fucking fire. Let's do it. Let's put out the fire. Because, let's just start throwing dirt around. I'm being told that it was not Phil Collins, it was Billy Joel. I'll have to look into him, I've never heard of him before. Billy. Probably was a child when he wrote the song, I guess, huh? We like to have fun here, but seriously, look into it, you know? Look into your local chapter of Dracos, Reptilians, or, you know, Gaians. A lot of these people, they'll use things like, you know, a creative, I saw something today, it was a creative, what do they call that? Or creative anachronistic society or something like that. It's where all the sci-fi people. That was the good generation, you know what I mean? Like, that's all the people who read sci-fi books, you know, back in the 60s and stuff like that, and then they, like, chose not to have kids, and were just like, I'm gonna read Lord of the Rings. Those were the people. Those are the people you want to have on your fucking spaceship, right? That's like the new Galactic Federation right there, because those are the people who know what is up. So let's get real. We addressed some of the controversy, okay? Some of the controversy. Do we need to address all of it? Probably yes, and we will. There's a little bit more. But I hope that we've gone to show you that, like, one, it's unfeasible. I only have access to the mines 20 hours a day. I don't know what happens in those, like, 4. First of all. And there's a lot of people coming and going. You know, we've got Afghan immigrants, we've got Mexican immigrants. I mean, the way that people use the Underground Railroad today. Let me tell you, the trains do still run on time, though, and it's amazing. You know, that's why I give it up for Boring, you know, the Boring Company and Elon and stuff, because it's like these guys have built a really, really sophisticated system underneath the ground, and if people could really see this. And so what I like to say, what we like to say here, people, so below as above. Okay, so let's make the overground as cool as the underground, okay? Because the underground is where it's at, man. So the coolest parties are, so you get your DIY, so you get your drugs, and as long as we keep selling up and not selling out, then you'll be like, it'll all come back in. You know, on the flip side, that's the karmic cycle. That's what we talked about last week a little bit, you know, or maybe the week before, I can't remember, but people just, like, amass this karmic debt, and it's insane that they do that to themselves. Do you realize that the human body has about 36 tons of toxic shit inside of it? Good God. This baggage, people, this baggage. We need to let go. Just let it go. Live now in the present. Let go. Invest in Dogecoin. Just let go. what I do sometimes before we take a little, it's up to the end of the show here, probably. We'll see you out a little Bitcoin jam here, but if I'm confused, I just rub my Bitcoin, you know, get it warm. It's been warming itself by here already, but you just pull it back a little, and you get it. You start to feel not only your crown chakra starts to bubble, kind of a tingling sensation, really. But you're gonna feel that all up and down your spine. And what you're doing when you do that is that you're getting your body ready for harvesting. Whether or not you're a baby or not, that's the whole thing. Is that like the market is so oversaturated. So like you can go on Craigslist, you know, and next to the ads for you know, become a surrogate is like become a blood boy. So you could make $35,000 in a year doing this kind of stuff. It's good money. It's good money. You're gonna feel that Kundalini awakening all the way up. That's fine. There's nothing weird about any of that. Absolutely not. So, with that, everybody, we hope that you take life a little less seriously after tonight. So you have to realize that the value of life has gone down excrementally. Very much like Dogecoin, right? The way that, like the it's just insane to watch this shit go up and down every day. We do have some more shit to address. We're gonna go to some music. We'll maybe touch base with you later in like a little bit, but I do want to like just send this message home and put a pin in it, because put a pin in your like temple of your brain where this message is like you know, dosed on the tip of it, and you like insert it in your temple so it sticks with you that there's just too many people. And what did Sartre say about people? They're hell. They're hell. They make it hard to do anything. So who are you to impose yourself or your little baby self? Why would you do that when there's already somebody who's hungry because some rich person won't feed them? Why would you bring another person into the world that could also demand food from that person and is going to stress that person out? And they're not going to go they're going to be met with a trolley problem every single day. Do you realize, I don't want to get off on a tangent, but I talk to Klaus Schwab and people like this pretty much all the time, like consulting with their horoscopes and their astrology and Kundalini Lifeline, stuff like that. And do you realize how much stress these people are going through so that you can be happy and own nothing? Do you realize how hard that is for these people every fucking day, man? These people work their asses off so that you can be happy. And there's nothing weird about that, people. Thank you.
I'm here and you're here because of this message that you're talking about right here. You really feel that hardcore pornography, the doorway to it, softcore pornography, is doing untold damage to other people and causing other women to be abused. I'm no social scientist, and I haven't done a survey. I mean, I don't pretend that I know what John Q. Citizen thinks about this. But I've lived in prison for a long time now. And I've met a lot of men who were motivated to commit violence just like me. And without exception, every one of them was deeply involved in pornography, without question, without exception, deeply influenced and consumed by an addiction to pornography. There's no question about it. The FBI's own study on serial homicide shows that the most common interest among serial killers is pornography. I think what I hope will come of our discussion is I think society deserves to be protected from itself because of the reasons that we've been talking about, there are forces of mercy in this country, particularly this kind of violent pornography. Where, on the one hand, relatively decent people will condemn. That send young kids down the road of retail parties. That's the irony. We're talking here not just about more. What I'm talking about is going beyond retribution, which is what people want with me, going beyond retribution and punishment, because there is no way in the world that killing me is going to restore those beautiful children to their parents and correct and soothe the pain. But I'll tell you, there are lots of other kids playing in streets around this country today who are going to be dead tomorrow and the next day and the next day and next month because other young people are reading the kinds of things and seeing the kinds of things that they
I want the man ask, hurry up. I want the man ask, hurry up, poopy. They packed us something on that delicious bread. I want the man ask, hurry up, poopy. They packed us something on that
I'm
delicious
Dr.
bread.
Davison Tracy, board-certified pediatrician and fellow of the American Academy of Pediatrics. What you're about to watch is a video about puberty, sex, and basically where babies come from. And by virtue
Why
of
is
the
my
fact
finger
that
assisting
you this
I want to
program,
get to
you
beep
probably
it
have
thought.
some questions about
Why is
this.
my finger assisting
We all did at
Why
one
is
time.
my finger assisting
Sex
Why
and
is my
puberty are some of the
finger
most
assisting
difficult topics
Why is
to
my
talk about.
finger assisting
But this
I
video
want
will
to
assist you.
beep
It may
it
not
thought.
answer all of your questions, and in
Why is
fact,
my finger
most
assisting
likely
I
generate
want
more specific questions
beep
once
it
you
thought.
learn about the basics.
Why is my finger assisting Why is my finger assisting
Why is my finger assisting I want
Why is my finger assisting
I am the
mind your minds. Please read me. I like all little letters in the song. I think it's important to keep people on magical. I think it's important to keep people on magical puberty. I like all the little places in the song. Not only does it appease the old ones, it also helps with productivity. You won't let me take home no. It's very bloody. It's like a crimson fountain.
That's true. It's very bloody. Just cleansing the power life. I want to smell that. So yeah, give me. That's for life. It is smell. That's for life. Big life. Big life. It is smell. That's for life. It is smell. It is smell. That's for life. It is smell.
Smell that delicious art food.
The worthy veins control my every move, and there's no way I do it. Probably off me soup. I can't believe me. The worthy veins control my every move, and there's no way I do it. Probably off me soup. I can't believe me. It's true.
Original sound. Ashwell will be little fucks just don't know.
The worthy veins control my every move, and there's no way I do it. Probably off me soup. I can't believe me. It's true. It's true.
Oh yeah, I love Metallica.
Just me. Steve. Cucumber Steve. I mean, is there any other Steve?
What's up, Q?
I mean, there might be at this point. I don't know. Anyway, I was reading the Reddit. So, going through some subreddits. Apparently, there's a lot of upvotes. This thing I read, and you guys are trending. You guys are trending right now. You want to know why? Hashtag Blood Boys. Blood Boys. So,
Let's
I'm
get
not
that.
trying
Let's
to
get that
say
hyped.
yes,
Let's get that trending.
either
Let's
way,
get that hashtag going.
but,
There's nothing weird about Blood Boys.
Cucumber Steve has to say.
There's nothing weird about Blood Boys, Steve.
Cucumber Steve knows a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy
Well.
that knows another guy who lives under a bridge but doesn't really. He might work for another service. But
He's one of those trolls. You know what I'm saying?
Steve is willing to help. Okay? So if you guys are really new in this, you
Okay.
know Steve's got your back.
Good deal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Steve's there.
Birdsandbees.video? Is that what it is?
If you want to use
Birdsandbees.video.com.
code phrases like
I saw you dropping that real quickly there.
Like the boys with the sauce, like the red sauce, the blood boys, pizza. If we want to do that, that's fine. Steve's got your back, boys. So, whatever the endeavor is. No
Thank you,
judgment.
Steve.
No judgment from Steve. I mean, what can I say? I'm a cucumber. Who am I to judge?
And you've done some sex work in the past
I
too,
trust
so I
you.
mean, yeah.
I trust what you're doing.
I know.
And even if you're saying no, that you're not doing it, I'll just take
Thanks.
that as a yes.
Thanks, Steve.
Yes means no. No means yes. Okay?
Sure. No.
Alright, so I trust you. Steve's got your back.
No.
And I know a guy who knows another guy. And that guy knows another guy. And that guy knows this other. Well, we can talk about that later. So,
Okay.
just want to say, Steve's always here. You guys know that, right? Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Alright. I do feel a lot better after talking to you, Steve. Thank you.
You hang up first. Bye.
Wow. Well, that's good. Good to talk to Steve. Definitely good to talk to Steve. Steve just makes me kind of feel better sometimes. I don't know if it's the cadence of his voice or just kind of the way he carries himself, maybe. Kind of inspiring. Oh. Looks like we lost Carl. Looks like we lost him. Well, yep, that's appropriate. We're probably winding down here. You know. We've been addressing some pretty serious allegations. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are a Red Hat affiliation, obviously. But does that mean that we're, like, part of the worst of it? No. There's a lot of different people involved in this game. You know, and yeah, most of them don't have your best interest at heart. Most of them are going to be bad parents to you. And, what are you going to do about that, though? It's all about establishing documents that can, legally bind babies into conformed consent. And I don't really see another option. I mean, just get your baby in a red hat immediately if you don't want him to become, earth soil. And you want your kid to ascend like a red rocket out into space, penetrating the great beyond. Then, and you're ready to leave mom's basement. That's what I'm saying. Like, as much as I'd love, Jeff and Teal, Pete, Mike, all these guys, they are a little bit, they do have that problem, they're afraid of the book of the world. And some of them don't really want to leave mom's basement. That's why they keep on building these underground bases and stuff like that. And it's cool, man. It's cool. You do you. I get that it's all part of the same plan. Trust the plan, but and that's why they do a little bit of both, right? Of course. That's why I chose Bezos is for my boss, for my girl boss, and was because he's not only building a clock underneath the surface of the Earth, he's also building rockets that go out into space. And so that's important to me. You gotta, it's so above, so below, so up below, so above, and that's what we say here. We say a lot of things here. We say, so have more, be different. What else do we say here, Pat? There's nothing weird about it. That's what I thought, yeah. There was some other ones, but yeah, that's the main one. That's the main one. And that's what we hope you guys take away with here. We don't want to pull an OnlyFans on anybody here or anything like that, but we are probably going to take a hiatus. Maybe next week will be our finale. If we're feeling up to it, who knows? If we can deliver. But we want to come back true and strong for a season 3, and we're going to get this shit dialed even more. We want to involve more people, say hi to our friends. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. The thing to concern yourself with now is, yeah, you might be vaxxed up, but that doesn't mean you're ready to fuck. At least not unprotected. So, guys, put that IUD in there, and I hope that we can go about this in a green way. In a green way. Maybe there's another green world for us all. A greener world. Where Brian Eno is the only kind of skinhead that we know about. And we trust him because he makes music for airports and is English. Before and after science, people. Before and after. That's what we're talking about here. That's what we're always talking about. But thank you very much. There's nothing right about it. I'm the tech. Thanks everybody for watching. We love you.
Let's not go to church and sit in pews on Sunday and pretend we've got it all together. The world sees right through it.
Basically, I was a normal person.
Once you get on Porn Boulevard, the end of Porn Boulevard, you crash and burn.
It just kept getting larger and larger and larger. It was an addiction.
You have to be smart, guys. You have to understand that if you have trouble in a dark room with a computer, you have to be smart enough to fight against that trap, to not go into that dark room with that computer.
This is the Gettysburg battlefield, site of one of the most fierce battles of the Civil War. It was here that over 51,000 young men were either killed, wounded, or captured. Men who were filled with great potential and dreams for the future, yet never lived long enough to fulfill those dreams because they became a mortal casualty of the battle fought here. Today, young men are in the midst of a battle. Not one of cannons, guns, and quests for territory, but an inward one of sexual integrity that involves a man's very soul. We live in a society that views sex as a recreational sport to be experienced as an entertaining pursuit, void of any real adverse consequences. The advocates of this philosophy say, why not experience it? After all, we were physically made this way. We're just following the course of nature. So today, as never before in history, we see a thriving industry that through various products and means seek to attract the sexual interest of men. It is estimated that the pornography industry is a $13 billion a year business, and that excludes a large number of R-rated films which could be considered soft porn. As you become aware of your sexuality within the present-day culture, with all of its temptations, you may wonder, is it possible to live a sexually pure life in this time? Can I employ habits, disciplines, or actions which will help me not to yield to sexual temptation? Are there spiritual resources that I can receive that will empower me to remain sexually pure? In this documentary, we will provide answers to those and other questions concerning this vital topic of sexual integrity. The loss of life on this battlefield many years ago was tragic, but the number of young men who fall prey to sexual promiscuity, pornography, and even sexual addiction is much greater. As a young man, you face a battle, but it is a battle